Caravan by Wes Montgomery is one of those quintessential jazz songs that every jazz guitarist wants to learn. In this video, we are going to show you how you can use Song Surgeon to assist you in that endeavor. There are several things that Song Surgeon can be used for that will make your learning of Caravan quicker and easier. Let's briefly look at each of these. The first thing we can do is to create a loop area for the part of the song we want to focus on. In this case, I have created a looping area, which you can see we've designated by this shaded area here, and that's for the center guitar solo found in Caravan. Now once this loop is set, then I can play this song back and I can change the speed of just this section. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that. First of all, we'll start at 100% and then we'll go to 50%, then we'll jump down to 40 and then down to 30, and we'll do this all real time. 75, 50, 40, 30, 'So I'm going to stop it there. Now you've heard us go from 100 to 75 to 50, 40, 30. And as you can also hear, there's very little distortion. So you've got high quality audio, even at these very slow tempos. So it allows you to really hear what is being played. And what I mean by that is not only the individual notes, but whether you're hammering on or pulling off or sliding or bending, all of those different things that guitarists can do. Another thing that we can do is we can customize this looping area. And what I mean by that is we can, as you can see here, change the loop count, or we can change the delay. And right now the loop count is set to infinity, so that means it will loop continuously forever. But we could change this to 1 or 5 or 10, and then it would loop only that specific number of times. The other thing that we can do is we can change the delay. So what that means is that when we reach the end, or this red line of the loop, instead of jumping back to the beginning or this green line immediately, what it will do is it will delay or pause for X number of seconds. So if we want time to sort of regroup our hands or regroup our thoughts, it allows us to do that before it starts to replay the song again. So those are changes we can also make. A third valuable thing we can do is to export this loop area, thereby saving the changes that we make, and create a new audio file that you can load onto your MP3 player or your iPod. And this makes the file portable, and of course it makes these changes permanent. And to do that, we simply go up here to the export button, we select export the current loop, and when we do that, it asks us to name the song Caravan Solo. We can save it as a WAV or an MP3. I'm going to save it as an MP3. Asks me to select some settings. Go ahead. Now it's exporting this particular part of the song for us, and it's exporting it and going to save it at 30%, which is the tempo that we selected for it. A fourth thing that we can do is to copy this solo, and then we can delete everything else and paste the solo back into the same file, thereby creating several clones. Let's go ahead and do that. Control C to copy. Now let's go ahead and let's delete all of this. Let's delete all of this at the beginning. So now what we have left is just this center solo section. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this in here. Okay, so now you can see we've created 3 identical clones of this solo. And once we've done that, we can now set up loop points around each one of them. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so as you can see, we've got 3 identical clones of this same solo, and now what we can do is in this first area we can change the tempo to, let's say, 50% of the original, and we can go to this second area here, we can change this tempo to 75% of the original, and then we can go here to this last area and we can leave it at 100%. So now we have a 3-speed practice lesson, and indeed we can play a solo here at 50%, and then if we want we can jump ahead and we're playing that at 75%, and we can jump ahead again to this last section which will play at 100%. And then on top of all of this, we can actually export this entire thing. We're going to export the entire song in this case. And when we export that, then we'll create a new file. And the new file will be a 3-speed practice lesson. In other words, these changes will become permanent. And so as you play it back on any player, the first part will play at 50%, the second part will play at 75%, and then the last part will play at 100% or the original speed. And the 6th thing you can do is if you're trying to transcribe Caravan, you can create or store tabs or musical notations within SongSurgeon. It has the ability here that you can copy and paste ASCII text type tabs, or you can create them using these various functionalities built into SongSurgeon Music Pad, and you access Music Pad by this little button up here. So as you can see, any one of these functions is very useful, and when you combine them all into a single app, you have a very powerful tool that you can use to help you learn Caravan or any other song for that matter, and you'll be able to learn it much more quickly and easier. Take SongSurgeon for a test drive today by downloading our fully functional 4-hour free demo. SongSurgeon runs on both Mac and Windows operating systems.